Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing the weekly for August 18th to the 24th for the sign of Taurus. Alright, my lovely Tauruses out there. I'm a Taurus rising myself. I'm Sagittarius with Taurus rising. And I identify strongly with Taurus energy. So let's get your angel messages right out. Here we go. We have flirt. Beautiful. And we have unrequited love. Uh-oh. Somebody's not going to be happy. And children. Interesting. So children came up for the Aries reading as well. So, interesting. Well, you may resonate with some or all of these messages, right? But let's just see what's going on with our animal spirits, all right? So with the animal spirit cards, we look at what kind of personalities are going to factor in to your relationships this week, all right? Not all of them. You may resonate with some, or you may find that some are certainly descriptive of the personalities that you generally are dealing with, okay? But let's just see. Just give us a little bit more insight. We have first out, Nightingale. Beautiful air energy. Associated with the throat chakra, in fact, talking about communication. We have the Crocodile. Wow. Okay, water energy. Crocodile very rarely comes up. Ooh, and fire energy, Panther. Three cards that, three spirit animals that very rarely come up in readings, Taurus. So you've got a quite an interesting week coming up, all right? So before we get into your various forecasts with the Radiant Rider-Waite deck, let's just take a moment to look at these cards. So the Nightingale, beautiful energy. Nightingale is air. That right side up triangle with the line through it at the top of the card is the alchemical symbol for air. The Nightingale is associated with music and communication. Okay, song, poetry. The Nightingale sings, and when it sings, it's beautiful, right? The sound of a nightingale. It's a very unassuming bird, in fact, the Nightingale. It's just a little brown bird with a very simple plumage. Nothing spectacular in the way of coloring, but the voice, right? The Nightingale sings, and it's inspiring. So with Nightingale energy, we're talking about for those of you, when you feel like you're wanting to express yourself, you're wanting to express yourself in a very harmonious way. This is very indicative specifically of singers. Those of you who are singers or maybe aspiring singers, those of you who are orators, speakers, public speakers, right? Those of you who may do like poetry slams and things like that, right? Anything that is that involves communication and communicating beauty, right? Trying to communicate beauty or trying to express beauty and creativity through the voice, all right? Then we have Crocodile. Now, Crocodile has rarely come up, all right? There are certain cards in the deck that are just very auspicious. They come up very, very rarely. But when they do come up, it's quite heavy energy, right? Now, the Crocodile energy, what are we talking about? We're talking about cooling down. The Crocodile is when you're identifying as Crocodile animal spirit, you are cooling down, you're resting, right? What do crocodiles do? What do you see them do? They usually just like laying there, you know, resting, thinking. They seem to be watching. They seem to be almost gathering their strength, right? And so when the crocodile comes into our lives, it's just a signifier to take a step back from the world. Take a moment back from the external world to go inward so that you can make decisions, right? Better decisions, better actions. It's a moment of repose, right? It's a moment to collect your energy, to strategize. Life's challenges, sometimes, we meet our challenges head on, right? but we don't want to meet them too hastily. We also don't want to sit back and ignore them. With crocodile energy, this is perfect because crocodile energy does do neither. The crocodile certainly meets its challenges, but not until it's had a moment to really think and collect its thoughts and figure out how to move forward in the best possible way. So this crocodile energy is really, really good, especially when you're going through big emotional changes or even material changes in your life, right? Now we have that beautiful Panther, okay? Now Panther is fire energy, okay? The Panther, very, very strong energy, right? The Panther is a night cat, right? So the Panther talks about purging, annihilation of the unnecessary, right? The Panther is all about growth, okay? So when we talk about fire elements, right? Animal spirits that identify with fire elements, they're all about moving forward. They're all about pushing forward. They're all about progressing, but various ways, various characteristics of it. The Panther is all about clearing the unnecessary, clearing away the unnecessary baggage, the unnecessary external relations, anything that is really in your life that is not needed and that is in the way of your progress, right? So purging things, getting rid of unnecessary behaviors, unnecessary addictions. You know, sometimes it can be quite uncomfortable, Panther energy, you know, because Panther energy, like any other fire elemental, really comes in, you know, harsh, you know, and kind of pervades every area of your life. But once the dust is cleared and everything is settled, right, you understand why it was necessary. You understand why it was necessary to cut that portion out of your life or to get rid of that thing in your life because it was just impeding your progress. Oftentimes we don't know that it was impeding our progress, and so sometimes the way the Panther comes in can be very harsh, you know. The Panther can cause us, for instance, to lose things that initially were like, shit, you know, now I lost the benefit of that, and then you realize later on, well, thank God I did, because I was relying on something that wasn't good. Or I was relying on something that I thought was helping me, but in fact was impeding my progress, right? So the Panther kind of like has that wisdom, you know, the wisdom of knowing what is needed and what is not needed, sometimes more so than we do. But certainly, again, like I said, once this dust is cleared, you know, the wisdom of this Panther energy always comes through. All right, so we have three very interesting cards are really all about growth, right? These cards are really about growth. They're about expression and finding ways to express yourself, your soul, your energy in the best possible way. And so purging, getting rid of unnecessary additions in our life, getting rid of addictions, behaviors, etc. that we don't need. Also taking the time off to step back from life. All of this is very, very positive. And of course, Nightingale, when we talk about expressing love, the Nightingale is one of the best cards in the deck, or one of the best animal spirits to be walking with when you want to express your love to someone. All right, so let's get out your series of forecasts for the week, our beautiful Taurus, and see what kind of energies you are dealing with, what kind of scenarios you are dealing with. All right, here we go. We got Judgment, the Moon, and Lovers. Wow. All right. So some of you are letting go. You're letting go of habits and hang-ups and judgments that have kept you from happy relationships, or perhaps kept you from bringing in the type of relationship that you've wanted. You've made those changes, you know, you've let go of the things that have caused you or kept you from a harmonious lover type of situation, right? And so this week, I think the Moon is at play because the Moon has really heightened your emotions. It's heightened your feelings. You may not understand them completely, right? You may not understand everything that's going on completely. The moon has, of course, we know the moon has a tendency to hide or to confuse to a certain degree, to hide, to, it's not even so much hiding, but it's like you don't see the full picture with the moon, right? And so something's going on with you, Taurus, where you're not completely sure why you feel the way you feel, but you feel in love. You feel in love, and you feel like you are moving towards a very strong, deep connection with someone, a harmonious, enduring, and long-lasting connection. The Lovers, right? I mean, when a Lover's card comes in, it's certainly indicative of the type of relationship that is a soulmate relationship, right? That can be a very long, enduring relationship. And so, yeah, for some of you, you're definitely letting go of a lot of your own hang-ups and bringing this love in. But there is certainly something at play this week that is still quite mysterious, that still hasn't completely come out in the open. Some of you may not exactly know how your other person feels. And so this is where the moon may be most active, in the sense that you're not really sure if your person feels the same way as you do. But all of this gets discussed this week. And the outcome is a union. The outcome is certainly the union of you two, okay? We have Queen of Cups, Nine of Cups, and Two of Pentacles. So some of you are ready to get in. Some of you are wanting a relationship. You're ready to give yourself up 100% to a union, to a connection. I mean, that's what the Queen of Cups does, right? She gives herself 100% over to her relationship. She's not holding anything back. She's not worried about being vulnerable. She's not scared. And for some of you, this is a wish come true. You know, this week, this is a wish come true, but you find yourself with a Two of Pentacles. So it's like, you know, it's like your wish comes true perhaps in the romantic area, but then suddenly it causes an issue in terms of practicality. Now you're juggling the idea of, you know, you're juggling two lives in a way, right? It could be that, you know, you have a very successful single life, and now there is this kind of wish come true, and now you're kind of like, but hang on a second, I'm getting my wish, but do I really want to give up the life that I have? And even though perhaps you have been wanting to give yourself 100% to a relationship, now that there is a possibility of it, it could be just the fact that, you know, you're kind of juggling two totally different lives in a way, or the possibility of a different life along with the life that you have now. And I think choices are coming up as a result of getting this wish you've always wanted, Taurus. But as a result of kind of getting this wish, you're finding yourself in a very complicated situation of having to choose between two lives, and I don't think you knew you were going to have to do that. Three of Cups, Chariot, and the Devil. All right. So some of you have certainly been dealing with some multiple partners, right? You've been dealing with being very free and loose, I want to say. You know, Taurus is, you know, a highly sexually charged sign, you know, and some of you have just really kind of been enjoying that. You've been enjoying kind of like the social life that you have, right? But there's been a change in the air. You're about to embark on like a really, I want to say you're about to embark on kind of a journey, right? But this desire to be free, this desire to be ultimately not tied down, not necessarily committed, is weighing on you, okay? This may impede your desire to move forward. Are you willing to give up? Because devil is coming in, and the devil talks about our gratification, you know, gratifying our passions. The devil card is also a highly creative card. When we take our passions and we exercise them with a higher goal, this is how we create art. But when we don't have that higher goal, this is where you then get codependency, and you get, addiction, right? Addiction to instant gratification, right? And so, yeah, you're kind of on a journey, and it's like, you know, you're not sure, right? You're not sure if you're willing to give up kind of the fun that you've been having. up until now. Okay, you know that this journey that this chariot is about to take, and this could be a journey in a relationship, Taurus. You know, I guess perhaps some of you have been very happy right now with the kind of looseness in your life, the openness in your life. And I think that maybe you're just a little bit afraid that you won't have the joy that you were having, that you won't get the satisfaction that you were having with this new journey. But again, this journey, remember, 7 is the number for dreams and aspirations. So ultimately, you're about to go on a journey for something you've always wanted. So try not to be confused by the fact that, you know, you've been in this nice holding pattern right now for a little while, but where you're moving towards is something much bigger, much grander, and much closer to what you truly desire. So don't let that instant gratification or that devil energy hold you back. Emperor, Aries, Queen of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, some of you have met your match, Taurus. Okay, some of you have certainly met your match, and it's the Wheel of Fortune for the both of you. It's almost as if you've come together with your person and doors are opening up left, right, and center. Okay, Emperor, we have Aries, strong, masculine father energy, right? Husband, father, leader energy. And then we have Queen of Swords, also very strong, feminine energy. Strong in the sense, though, that the Queen of Swords is very fair and very honest, very open, very communicative. And this is great because you guys are very, very compatible, right? Fire, Aries, fire, and that Queen of Swords, air, is very compatible. And so you two are coming together, and the world, it's almost like a power couple. You guys are coming together like a power couple because the Wheel of Fortune starts turning in your favor. And it's almost as if once you two come together, everything you touch turns to gold. 4 of Cups, Ace of Wands, and the Hermit. Wow. Okay, so some of you are being offered a cup of love and you're just kind of waiting, right? Maybe you're exhibiting some crocodile energy in the sense that, I'm not sure if the cup you're offering me is what I want, okay? I think that some of you could be getting offers, multiple offers, all right, Taurus? One offer is an empty cup, but the other offer you're getting this week is an Ace of Wands, which is a strong, you know, passionate, you know, let's start a new life of adventure type of offer, right? And then the other offer is kind of just wishy-washy, you know, like, hi, I like you, and, you know, like, let's have a relation, you know what I mean? It's just that wishy-washy kind of like, let's get together, but you have no idea what's coming with this cup, whereas this Ace of Wands is coming in quite hard for you, quite passionate, right? And I think for some of you, Taurus, it's kind of overwhelming in a way. You go right into your Hermit energy. You're like, hang on a second, I gotta pull away. You exhibit Crocodile. You pull away so that you can make a decision or of how to move forward, all right? We have Page of Cups, King of Wands, and Knight of Swords. Wow, all right. Well, Taurus, again, some of you are getting an offer of love this week. Somebody's interested in you. They want to flirt with you, right? We've got flirt out on the deck anyway as a message from the angels. So somebody's flirting with you this week, right? But somebody also is watching. The King of Wands is watching. And I want to say the King of Wands is a very strong energy in your life. And they're watching, they're keeping an eye to make sure, like, what's happening here? Now, you could be identifying with the King of Wands yourself, Taurus, or this could be a person in your life who's a very fiery person, a very strong person. This person is quite dominant, right? They're quite the individualist. They're very different from anyone else in your life, right? And they're watching. Right, they're watching, and they're watching this Page of Cups come towards you, and then you have this Knight of Swords that comes in, and so that means the conversation needs to be had, right? It could be that some of you have been dealing with a King of Wands type of individual, but you haven't really locked down what the relationship is going to be, and so now this week when somebody flirts with you or comes forward to you, it's like, uh-oh, you better have this conversation with this person, with this King of Wands, because boundaries are kind of getting confused, right? And I think that this King of Wands is like, they're very set about what they want from you, right? And I think that Knight of Swords is just indicating that, you know, you need to very much talk to them about this, because this King of Wands can be looking at some of the flirting that's going on and take it very, very serious. King of Wands can get very possessive, very jealous. King of Wands, you know, the flip side to King of Wands energy can be very kind of aggressive, jealous, covetous, possessive, okay? And so if you don't have this conversation with your King of Wands, this could very well get out of hand, all right? Justice, Six of Pentacles, and High Priestess. Wow, so some of you are certainly waiting for a decision to come in. This could be a business decision. Could be a decision about a relationship. Some of you may be going through things like a divorce, a separation. You may be having to deal with things like child support. We do have children as a message coming through from the angels, right? And so you're waiting for this decision to come through, but this week you get an inkling of it and you find out that it's probably going to come in for your favor, Taurus, right? And as a result of this decision coming in on your favor, you now are going to be able to exhibit more Six of Pentacles energy, which is all about sharing your wealth, being able to now take care of those that that are your responsibility, right? It could be that some of you have been waiting for this decision so that you could take care of your children, so that the child support can come in. And as a result of all of this, your self-esteem and your self-confidence gets a huge boost, okay? It could be that for some of you, somebody may have been trying to talk you out of whatever it was that got you to instigate this Justice card action, right? But when it comes in as your favorite, it's almost like you get a reaffirmation this week that, yes, you did the right thing. Yes, you know, and here, now it's come out in your favor. And so you just have this kind of feedback of self-confidence that comes in, and it just increases your intuition. It increases your trust in your intuition, your trust in your gut, your trust in yourself. All right, I'm going to call it. This is the last reading, the last scenario for you, Taurus, this week. I hope you did resonate with at least one of these scenarios or forecasts. If you did, please like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell. You'll get notified of my new videos. Please check my community page for any updates. I did not upload in very many videos this week because of some other issues I had to deal with. But I'm back, and the weeklies are back, and I thank you very much for tuning into this video, Taurus. And all I'm going to say now is that I love you very much, and have a nice week. Come back next week. See you.